mid-season clash of teams who've earned their spot in the top 25, trying to come up with a victory today and make a big push toward the home stretch. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 16th ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So Alabama's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. Here we go, Kirk. All the emotion in this stadium. Which side is going to handle that better today?
Chris, we had a chance to visit both these teams, and one of the things that we saw, the clock's ticking down all year for this game, this day. Now they get their chance.
They're going to the air on the first play. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring it down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And looking to throw now on first down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time. Allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Edwards. And they've got him.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. He moved the ball to the 48 and earned a fresh set of downs.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Wide open downfield. It's a fumble. And the defense comes up with the football.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Back behind the quarterback line in the pistol. Off the play fake. Looking to pass it. Buying time. Moving to his left. Slides to avoid the big hit.
What a heads-up play here by this quarterback. Everybody's covered downfield. He keeps his poise. No big deal. Just calls his own number and gets the first down. And most importantly, he slides at the end of the play. Lots of time left in this one, so he's got to protect himself.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? To throw, it's Holstein. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Backs lined up on either side of the quarterback. Dropping back. Look at the throw for the first down. Finds his man. It's Davis. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player. But he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. The Alabama offense back onto the field. They moved you well last time. Got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running back has it on the screen now. Breaking free at the 35. They make the tackle, but that screen pass call worked out. They gained the first down yardage. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. The pass rush closing in. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Caught behind the line. It's Brown. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Alabama. That's how you finish a play. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
And he's going to bring this out a couple yards into the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. Remember last time it was fourth down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. Let's see if they can recover from that here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go.
Breaks into the clear. And now the defense able to bring him down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Can he get there on the ground? He is stuffed at the line. It's going to bring up fourth down.
I'll tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground. And by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive...
He's got it. That is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Mississippi State getting set for the 1st and 10 now.
Well, this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
Second down after that run on the previous play. to pass. It's Holstein. It's an out route. The catch made. Receiver brought down after a short catch and catch. Offense facing a third and short from the 41. And they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Time for one more play here in the quarter. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. He's in the clear. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's running out of time here. Grab down the middle. It's Edwards. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. Back to pass. It's Holstein. Bring the pressure, and down he goes.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
Buying time now, rolling to his left. Short pass finds the tight end. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. On the move now. On the run here. Lets it go. He's got it with room to run. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Out of the gun now on third down. Moves out of the pocket. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
This Mississippi State offense is quickly moving down the field. They test the middle but get stuffed. That run goes nowhere.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Looks to the left, pass caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A great catch and run for 6.
That's what I love about this running back is he's so dangerous after the catch. You know, you look at him, you think about the ability to run between tackles or even bounce it outside, and that's great. But what makes him really one of the more dangerous backs in the country is this right here. Catch the ball to the backfield, make people miss, and take it into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. A change of direction. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Here he goes. Breaks into the clear. At the 10, touchdown, Crimson Tide. There was no catching him that time.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On first down, it's play action. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Boy, what a call here by the offensive coordinator. Dialed it up perfectly. The play looked like it had a chance for a big gain. Unfortunately, the quarterback off on the accuracy, put that ball too far out in front of the receiver.
And the senior calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that...
He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway to set up the offense at the 38.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover 2, he's got an area he's...
And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. Pressure is coming. Makes the grab. It's Davis. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Come to the line for second down and very short now. To the air. It's Holstein. Grab near the sticks. It's Davis. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Looking to throw it on first down. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's fourth down.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. Fourth and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that will help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The coverage team able to bring him down. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up with the 15. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Looking to scramble to his left. Looks like he's going to run it. Across the 30. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
That's caught. It's Davis. They can't stop him. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used. Out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. Looking to chuck it again. The receiver makes the catch. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Crucial third down play coming up. Try and muscle for the first down. That play more than enough for a first down. Sets them up at the 24.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Pass caught. Second down now. Dropping back. It's Holstein. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Enough to convert on third there. So first down from the 12 now. Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Powers through. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
On the run, it's Davis. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution on that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
And the extra point was up and good. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
The offense will begin now with excellent field position. Here comes a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Running out of time in the pocket. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So here they come on 4th and long, trying to overcome that crucial sack on 3rd down. This won't be easy. Now rolling out to his left. And he slings it deep back to the left side. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
A lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through it.
Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
And that is just a great job by this defense on 3rd down. Getting penetration, they come up with a loss. Now, it's a big decision. 4th down, as an offensive coordinator, you've been going backwards. What do you call?
Looking downfield, it's Holstein. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Chris, the design of this play is perfect. Everything you want to see. The quarterback puts the ball on the money. The ball is right in his arms. All he has to do is catch it for a touchdown, and he drops it on 4th down.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Here's the 2nd down play. And here's the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package.
He'll end up being a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. That should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
Kickoff team out there to boot it away after giving up the safety. He's got room to run. The Mississippi State offense is back out there now. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. He's in the clear. Gets the first and still running. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
And that's good enough for 1st down.
As we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Gibby keeps it himself. This Mississippi State offense is quickly moving down the field. Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They make the stop, but good enough for a 1st down at the 29.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance at a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, 1st down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. They'll make an adjustment for this important play. 3rd down and 3. Try to make it 3 consecutive 3rd down conversions. Working clock with the ground game. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. And a player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or then check him out. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises pulls up and makes a huge fourth down stop. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Man, how do you like to be the offensive coordinator for this team right now with the offensive line coach trying to come up with any answer at all to deal with this pass rush? That's 5 sacks now in this game. They cannot seem to stop this pressure from this defense.
Grab down the middle. It's Edwards. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
That's reeled in. It's Brown. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. Here we go. 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he did not make it. A big 4th down stop and chance to claim the lead here, but it's a turnover on downs. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. And now the handoff. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Back's got it again. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of it. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now it's 3rd down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Defense is coming after him. Hunt over the middle. It's Davis. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid game, though, in the completion.
Well, I'd love to see this late in a game like this with the lead. Get aggressive. Go for it here on 3rd down through the air. Quarterback delivers to his receiver. Comes down with a nice completion and a 1st down, and they keep that clock moving.
The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot of the field.
Hand it to him again. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Still no answer for this offense. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Quick completion to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it on the move. Oh, what a grab! Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down to the 47. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Oh, he makes the catch! They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Oh, the pass rush gets home. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Third down coming up.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. And he's in for the score. Touchdown. Tie.
Chris, they did what they had to do with his touchdown here. Now with under a minute to go, you got to get that onside kick to give yourself a real shot.
Point after, not right through. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. But he safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.